Howdy, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be cutting obsidian, and we're not going to be sanding or grinding or polishing or anything like that. It's just strictly going to be cutting. And the goal is to take this piece here, and we're going to find the layers, and we're going to find the appropriate angle to cut this in the saw to reveal as many of these layers as possible for a chance of some decent slabs. Now I've already determined where all the layers are at, so we got the layers on this side and they're going in this direction. That's the direction that they're going in. You can it's pretty prominent right here, but here on this other side it's not as prominent, but you can still faintly see some lines. So that's kind of the angle that we're going to try to aim for. Here in the background we have this other piece. This piece actually has a story to it. This piece is what sent me on my warpath of how to cut and polish obsidian. Because it's, for those that know, obsidian is a very tricky material to polish. Now, a shop had cut and polished this. I paid them $20. That much I do remember. And they had a hard time getting a good polish on it. And this piece I've had sitting on the pile for quite some time. So this chip never used to be here. At some point that broke off. Now, the angle that we want to go for, you can kind of see the layers right there. Those are the layers of the color. Now, I'm pretty sure this is Davis Creek electric blue obsidian. And you can see the layers there. Those are the layers. And I think this is somewhere between a 39 and 45 degree angles. Now I don't have the proper tool to kind of figure out the exact measurement of the degree that needs to be cut, but that's the appropriate estimated cut that we are aiming for. Now assuming that the layers are pretty straight throughout this piece back here, and we go for a similar angled cut, we should be able to go through all these layers, or at least most of the layers, as we start cutting them. So see if we see where's the top there. That's the top. And if we start cutting here, we should be able to get through a lot of these layers if we start slabbing. And I don't know what color of obsidian this is, so we're just gonna have to start cutting and see what we can find. You're lucky I love you guys because I turned off my AC so I can make this video. But we're gonna use this saw today. Oh, okay, I can't get it open. Oh, there's still a rock in there. What have I got in here? Oh, some yellow moss agate. Okay, let me take this out really quick and then I'll... Okay, so I got the piece in. I had to use this piece of wood to kind of help secure this into the vise because the edges are pretty sharp. And this kind of helps fill the gap a little bit. But I have this in here, I think at the proper angle, as even as I can get it. And we're just going to turn it on and see if we have the appropriate angle. Forgot the saw does cut a little bit faster, even though it's a little bit louder. So it looks like we did get the appropriate angle for cutting. Here's the end cut. So let's go ahead and cut a few more pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's kind of thin. Let's do one more. 5. Close this. Turn on. So yeah, I think that would be the appropriate angle to keep cutting. So we got 5 turns. Let's do another 5 turns and go from there. All right, it's off. That's not too bad, I think. Go ahead and bring this back. Go ahead and loosen this up. Yeah. Nice face cut. Pretty close to a 45-degree angle or 40-degree angle. So you can probably go a little bit lower on the angle itself. But I think that's actually pretty good. So we have another piece of obsidian that we're going to use on the saw. We're going to actually kind of cut the back side as a good example, because the front side already has kind of a slope to it. It is a little bit wider than a 45-degree angle. That's kind of a wider angle there. But you can see the striations. They're all pretty uniform. That is one thing I will say about Rainbow Obsidian. For the most part, the layers are pretty uniform and straight, whereas other obsidians from Glass Butte, you can see the layers are just kind of all over the place. They're not very uniform. So it's very hit or miss on what kind of pattern you're going to get when you cut into them. So this is a good example. So we're going to go ahead and check this up on the saw, and I'm going to use a different saw for this one. We're going to cut it on this side here, and we're just going to knock off the back end of it and see how it looks. I'm not even sure what color this piece is. It might be the purple or green. So we'll find out. So just need to figure out the angle. So I do have to hold this piece very carefully and just kind of keep a steady hand. And this is kind of for, I guess, for anyone that doesn't have a auto-fed saw with a vertical clamp or a horizontal clamp. And if someone has a saw where you just have to manually feed it. So this is one way to do it. Now, this saw is not my favorite saw, just because this blade is very rough, and I just have not gotten around to fix that. I don't know if I got a bad blade or what, but it's just, as you can see, the cuts I made, they just obliterate this obsidian, and it doesn't help very much, so. And it's also hard to get accurate cuts. I still think I got more of a, oh gosh, what we got here? Yeah, these are pretty high angled cuts. But I guess we'll see how it looks when I get out. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh. Yeah, you can see the purple and greens already. Let's just get this washed off really quick. Okay, so I have the pieces of obsidian all cleaned off from all the oil. And this is what we got. This is the bigger piece. And that's roughly a 40 to 45 degree angle, somewhere in there. So I think I could have gone a little bit shallower with that cut. And if I had done that, I wouldn't have to tip the piece up so much to be able to show it. It's still cool no matter what. But I just think I could have gotten a more shallower cut. And also think of it this way, each piece is going to be different. So some pieces might be okay with a much wider cut, and some pieces will need a much more shallow cut. There's that piece, one of the end cuts. I think I'd almost call this more a borealis color than anything, just because it doesn't have a lot of color to it. And the little piece, the first one. This one's actually not too bad. And the other one, I was aiming for a 45 degree cut, but I kind of missed the mark. It's a little bit of a, as you can find, I think that's okay. I don't want to, let's see here. So those are my layers. It's going this way. So it's a little bit wider than I think a 45 degree angle, which is still okay, and I'll show you why. Look at that. Even if I was off on the cut, I don't care. This is cool. So I know I said I wasn't going to do it like a grinding or polishing video. I will at least grind and sand this down just to kind of help show this off a little bit better, because that is a beautiful piece. So let's do that real quick.
You roam in the streets all alone, and all you can see, thinking about what your life came to be.
So there is that piece. That's the piece that I cut in the AutoFed saw, and just to kind of show you the angles to cut it at. And then we had this piece, which I cut by hand, and the saw that I don't like to use for kind of more fine-tooth cutting, but it was just kind of to show you the approximate angles to cut this obsidian at. And this is where we're at. This is the back side that I didn't do anything to. You can see a little bit of blue, a little bit of green. Beautiful piece. Before I show you the other side, do you guys want to see me work this back side too? To bring out that green color? Let me know. But in the meantime, let me blow off your socks. Boom. So here's this side. Got some pink, got some purple, got some green. It looks like it's blue, but I think it just might be the colors blending together. Makes that weird color. But this is a beautiful piece. This particular material I call Joker Obsidian, just because the green and purple. But gosh, that is so beautiful. So this has not been polished. This is just wet. If you guys want to see me polish this or have this finished, I can definitely do a updated video on this piece once I get around to getting it done. And again, if you want to see this backside polished, let me know. I might even just do that too. Well, I hope that this video is helping out anyone that is learning how to cut obsidian, as far as rainbow, borealis, sheen obsidians. Doesn't matter if it has layers. I hope that this helps even just a little bit. There's kind of a sweet spot between, I think, 45 and 35 degrees as far as a medium acute angle cut. Because the ultimate goal is to get as many of the layers in that cut as possible for the best possible result. So again, I hope this helps. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have questions, just let me know and I will try to answer them the best I can. And until next time, rock on.